Hello everyone and welcome back to Manifest with Finesse on YouTube. My name is Manifesting Guy. That is my Twitter, TikTok, and podcast. All the links are down below. Timestamps are down below. And today we're going to be talking about revision again. I already have a part 1, but I'm going to give you a quick scenario. So let's say you're hanging out with your friends and they bring up your SP in your SP's friend group and they start talking about that friend group is so trash. They don't care about anybody but themselves. All they do is get involved in drama. All they want to do is talk to a bunch of girls. All they want to do is talk to a bunch of guys. All they want to do is play with people's feelings. And that brings up feelings of familiarity in you and a little bit of anger. So you decide to block that throat chakra and you join in on the conversation. You're like, yes. And then you say, oh my God, specifically my SP, like he is the worst. Like I wish he'd just be loyal. I wish he'd stop talking to other people. I wish she would just not be in that friend group. And we're going to be honest here because it felt good. It felt good to get that off your chest. It felt good to say that to your friends. It felt good that somebody heard you. So then you head home and then it hits you. The ecstasy wears off and it hits you and you're like, oh my God, I just raved about my SP. I just reacted to the circumstances. I just brought the old story. I just affirmed it into my life. I ruined my manifestation. Let me tell you right now, you do not ruin your manifestation, and we have a solution for that, and it is called revision. Revision is when you go back to an old story or a past situation, whether it was 5 seconds ago or 5 years ago, and you recreate it to your liking. You recreate it to how you wish it would have gone. I'm going to dive into the PSAs before I explain it a little bit more, but a lot of people are like, oh, how can I manifest the past if it already happened? It's the same thing as manifesting the future. It's the same thing as manifesting someone to call you later or now. It's the same thing as manifesting a job in a week or whatever. The past and the future don't exist, okay? You can only ever experience them in your mind. And as we know, our mind is what is creating our realities. So if you need me to spell it out, if it's in your mind, you can change it. The past is in your mind, you can change it. The future is in your mind, you can change it. The present is also in your mind, you can change it. So you can manifest anything if it's in your mind, if you can see it. If you can go in your head and visualize the event how you wish it was going to go, you know that anything you can visualize exists. If you can see it, it exists. Okay, so I also see too many people check for their revision in their 3D reality. Your 3D reality is a third dimension. The third dimension is the reality you experience with your senses. So anything you can see, smell, hear, taste, or touch is your 3D. So especially if I revised for something to never have happened, how can I check for that? Like World War III did not happen in my reality. So it wouldn't make sense for me. Let's say that I revised it though. Let's say I said World War III never occurred. It was peace after World War II. The world never went into war again, whatever. It would not make sense for me for after that to go to every single library in the world and check every single history book and be like, did I revise? Did my revision come true? It's the same thing as if you were manifesting something to happen. So my SP calling me right now, it's the same thing. I'm not going to sit here and check my call logs. Whether I'm manifesting it for it to happen or for it to have already happened, you don't check. It's the same rules. There's no difference. The past, and it doesn't matter. You don't check for movement. Trust that it happened, and it did. You can revise a specific event to happen, or you can manifest the whole story. I talk about this in my how to create a new story video. If money got taken out of your account and you really needed that money, let's say it was just $200, you can revise like, I have more than enough money in my bank account. My bank account is at, and then say an X number. My bank account is fine. My money is where it should be, la da da. So you can revise for that certain event. Or you could revise your whole money story. I've always had money. I grew up in a rich family. My family had mad benefits and resources, so I had the best connections. I have an amazing connections. I'm creating an amazing life for myself. Money has always flowed to me. I've always had money. I've never had to work since I was 15. I've been a millionaire, whatever. It will manifest regardless. And it honestly, the point is just to create a favorable old story, which makes it easier for a lot of people to manifest a favorable future for themselves because they have a favorable old story as evidence. A lot of people revise an event where other people were involved, and those other people might have an unfavorable emotions towards the event or the person that is manifesting it. So a lot of people are like, oh, can I change how other people feel about it? Like, what if this person hates me? What if this people hates the event? The same way you can manifest a specific person to go from literally hating your guts to being head over heels obsessed with you in the same night, you can manifest, like I said in the beginning, the past and the future are the same thing. If you can manifest it to happen, you can manifest it to have happened. So yes, you can change people's feelings. People's feelings change all the time. Feelings are literally in the fourth dimension, which means they're instantly changeable. Like, we don't ever stay in the same state ever. So if you want people to like you after you cursed out their mom, they're going to love you, okay? If you want people to like you after you told their deepest, darkest secret, they're still going to love you. It can occur. It is completely 100% possible. I literally don't care if your SP got pregnant by somebody else or got somebody pregnant. You can revise it. I don't care. Maybe like, how can I manifest if my SP just told me he literally got someone pregnant? How can I revise that? How can that never happen when he just told me? I don't know how many times I have to say it to y'all. The 3D is not real. Like, it can change. It's not, you're not permanent. Okay, boom. Okay, my SP got somebody pregnant. How does that happen? How do I revise? How can I make it not happen? Okay, it's not time travel. Okay, so you're not going back and like stopping whatever happened between them. I mean, you can switch to reality where it never happened, but you're not going to go back to that because there's nothing you can do in the 3D to manifest. Okay, manifesting is not a 3D thing. It happens fourth dimensionally. So boom, your SP got somebody pregnant. They said, no, they didn't. Guess what? That third party lied. That third party got pregnant by somebody else, okay? Or even if it is their kid, that third party had the kid and completely blocked the SP on everything and moved away. Or vice versa. That third party literally dumped the kid with your SP and she moved away and never talked to you. Okay, even if it's a girl, my SP's pregnant. How can I revise that she's not? How can I revise that she's not having a kid with somebody else? How can I revise that she's only in love with me and thinking about me? Boom. She didn't tell you this, but 6 months ago, she became a surrogate for somebody else. She's literally a surrogate. That's not her actual kid. She's just holding the baby. Or she has an ulcer and it's making her stomach grow and it's a defect. It's a side effect. It's a symptom of her ulcer. Like, there are so many possibilities. I'm not going to sit here and say infinite ways that something can happen, but literally infinite ways. Like, the way I just thought about like how a situation with somebody else pregnant or somebody getting somebody pregnant could be undone or could be not true for you or could be favorable for you. Like, I don't care what circumstance, what situation you could throw at me, I can come up with so many ways that could be undone because it does not matter. It is what you say it is. So if it's unfavorable and you want it to be favorable, heaven and earth will move so that it is favorable for you, point blank, period. A way that I like to revise is by saying always. So let's say my SP said they got somebody pregnant and I don't want that in my reality. Okay, I would say, why would my SP get somebody pregnant? My SP always talks about having kids with me. My SP always only thinks about a future with me. My SP has always been planning a future with me. My SP has always only seen me. My SP only sees me. My SP has always been in love with me. My SP has only been with me. You can use it for self-concept too. This is really effective. My self-concept has always been good. I've always manifested everything that I want. I always manifest easily and effortlessly and fast. So like I said earlier, you're not time traveling. And I say this because a lot of people are like, oh, if I revise something, I don't want to leave my family behind. I don't want to, like, dude, if something happened like 2018 and we're in 2022, you're not going back to 2018 and reliving your life from then on. Like, I don't know where we got this idea. That is not what it is. Like, this is why you need to learn to like let go of what you see or like whatever. Because as soon as it happened, it's done. The same way if you manifest something in the future, like, you're not going to go, okay, oh, I want to be a world-renowned surgeon within 2 years. You're not going to jump from now to 2024 and not miss out on this whole part of your life. Dog, it will come. Or if you're revising, so if you're revising for the past, it already happened. Like, literally, it's done. You're not leaving your current place. Like, it's not time travel. I have no idea where that, like, idea came from, but it just had happened. And you don't have to go back and relive it. So if you had a job interview and they were like, you're not the right person for us, and you're like, I'm gonna revise that I got the job, you don't have to go back to the whole job interview and redo it and like make them forget. There are so many ways that could happen. So if you revise that you actually got the job or that they loved your interview, boom, they call you today, say, hey, we'd like to come back, or hey, we'd like to give you a second chance. Hey, we reviewed it and we're actually in love with you. We're so sorry that we doubted you. We think you'd be a perfect part for the team. Again, people change their minds all the time. It is all about your dominant beliefs and assumptions. So if you truly believe it'll happen, if you truly believe this person can change their mind, or this money can, come back, or whatever you want to revise, it will happen, because that's the law. Again, like, I don't understand what's stopping it from happening now. Why do you want to go all the way back to 6 months ago? Just literally revise it. Okay, so you were late to meet your girlfriend or boyfriend's parents and now they hate you. Why do you have to relive that whole day? Why can't they just literally forget about it? Why can't they forgive you? Why can't they move on? Why can't they invite you to dinner again and make up to yourself? Why can't they ask you to come back? Why can't they just have a change of heart and be like, we love them and we want to see them and we're obsessed with them? You didn't want to give away, you wanted to win? Cool, okay? The winner didn't contact them in time, and the giveaway runner is pulling your name out. The giveaway person didn't want their prize, and the giveaway host is pulling your name out. Like I said, there's infinite possibilities and there's infinite ways for things to happen. So stop worrying about how. Okay, it will happen. Like, stop tripping. Like, what are you tripping over? There's nothing to trip over. It will happen. Again, it's the same as manifesting for something to occur. Okay, we're not checking the 3D. We're not focusing on circumstances. We're not asking when, why, and how. The only difference I would say is, as far as persisting, I don't persist when it comes to revision, because unlike manifesting to see something in the future, this event already happened. If you're revising a change in the past, it already happened. So I don't have to persist, because when you're manifesting to see something, like, you're persisting so you can see it. Like, I don't need to see anything because it already happened. Like, what am I looking for? If I manifest or revise for something to not happen, what am I looking for? I just say I did it and I move on with my day. That's why I think revision is a lot easier than manifesting something to occur. I mean, they're both easy. Like, I don't want to put that belief in your head, but like, I think revision is just easy. It's fun. It's lightweight. Like, make it as fun as possible. Be as drastic or, dramatic as possible. Like, it's your life. You make it fun. I do those like little things too. I literally don't care if you wanted somebody's number and let's say you were persisting at the let's say like you were at a party and you wanted somebody to approach you and you were persisting at the party, like, they're coming up to me, they asked for my number, they got my number, but in your 3D didn't happen. Still revise. I don't care. It will work itself out. They came up to me, they got my number, they called me attractive. Okay, they could ask your friend, they could follow you home, they could find you on Instagram while like searching or stalking other people's pages. Like, so many ways. So don't even trip about it, because it's just like manifesting anything to happen. So you've got this. Again, same rules as manifesting anything. It's literally just relax and it will occur. And with that being said, that's all for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. I love you so much. Remember, you can have anything you want in this universe. Nothing's too big, small, water, expensive. I believe in you. You should believe in you. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.